Windows that were finished in 2012.
Okay.
Ordered and completed in 2013.
Okay. Our council chambers, we got 10 grand in there for.
But that was for over there, right? So now-
No, that's just to pay for the work that we're doing here for the sound system and
Oh,
putting
okay, okay.
visual in as well.
The sound system is charged in a different area, but you already have that in the capital budget, so it's not.
Last year was tracked under libraries because that former building was a library, and we brought the budget, eliminated that and spent it, and just brought it in here because we thought it was.
Okay,
Yeah, more needed. It makes sense.
because I thought the sound system was some other area.
Originally.
Only last
It was last
year.
year.
Oh,
There's the money here for that. We
Yeah.
haven't broken that out. We haven't broken out from the old library plan. Now that we know that this is doable with usage, should we be putting in a new number in terms of paint, furniture, flooring? I think you're gonna find the flooring here not great with the sound, very hard.
Still.
That's why we put this system is supposed to be better for that. But I guess the reason we didn't put any extra money in was we didn't get that direction when that report came forward, so.
So should we be at 25 from last year, did we not? 25?
Yes.
Okay. 25 is more than I'm sure do have to convert this into a professional looking business center.
This is still a facility that's used by senior groups and others.
No, and that was indicated that in the report that right now there's very little usage of this building. But the feedback we got when we consulted with them about the conversion was, that the volunteers of the community had put their time and effort into this, and they wanted it to be available in the instance that in the future they could use it again.
So we need to create another facility before we can convert this one truly into chambers. Is that what we're saying?
Is that what we're saying? Is the old library possible then to use for that?
I think that would be your logical solution.
or the legacy center, can it not work there?
Yeah, it would just be a matter of making sure that they had the same arrangements, the town time frame did the same arrangement as they had to. And then we'd have to find a way to accommodate, both units.
Which could go over there as well.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
The $10,000 that's in here is to the sound system.
Strictly the sound system.
We talked about a projector with
Projector
the
some contingency.
plug-in-able and
All right.
the goal and the card out and all of those issues. So is that in the 10?
That's the 10, and then anything else would be in addition to that. And we want some sort of direction on the furniture, because furniture you can spend a little bit of money, or you can spend a lot of money.
And we have to be careful how it can come and go.
Mhm.
And who else?
So should we be putting in money in here for that? I really do think it's time to use a sewage treatment facility analogy. It's time to poop or get off the pond. We've been talking about it. We know there's issues with this room.
Well, let's see how the sound system goes. Maybe
It's more than that, though. It's more than that. It's the whole ambiance in here. This is not conducive to a business meeting. We need to look at the pool tables and the whole thing. And we've talked about over there where we're gonna put up the different town flags and make it look like a council chambers, not a Costco warehouse.
well, we could, whatever comes
It
with.
sounds as part of it, but I'm just saying, if we can get all this accomplished, move stuff over there, and refurbish this for under 25,000, man, that's like it's not even a steal, that's just highway robbery, and that'd be fantastic. And it's doable, correct, right? For 25?
Well, it's doable. Really, your biggest budget item will come down to the furniture. And when we did the pricing, we looked at, very professional council style, like say except here on Blue Water has its oak, a nice table. It's made by a custom cabinetry and it's $15,000. If you want to look at something that was more, you
Strathroy, let's say
well, no,
Strathroy.
let's say boardroom style in a private business where you go to your Business Depot or something like that, you look at boardroom tables, it's more in the range of $7,000. It's really, what it comes down to is personal preference. Some people prefer the look of wood that can match what goes around the side. Some people prefer the look of that modern type of boardroom.
There's a number out there, renovation of 73,000 in 2017.
And that reflects the total budget inflated to that year of what it was going to cost us to move So if we did work here, then that number would be eliminated.
So are you suggesting the 10 goes to 25?
Yeah, and I think we can do it all for that. We can do the conversions and everything. Because really all you need over there is a coat of paint, we know the infrastructure, we know the heating and air conditioning system is working.
So are you talking about the library location as a place for the seniors to use?
And the pool tables.
Is it accessible?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it's more accessible than here.
Mhm.
Sure.
Well, otherwise it sits there empty and
No, you're
costs us
right.
money
Yeah.
to maintain it.
Might as well use
You
it.
need it, and everything might as well be used.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I hate wasting buildings,
Sure.
like arenas.
We get a report back on that, but we're gonna put 25,000 into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before we move on from the sound system issue, just wondering about Thomas Hall, over the Legacy Center. The sound is really quite poor there. I know we're waiting for a report
Well,
at some point,
yeah.
but what are your thoughts? Is it
There's-
actually repairable? Is it actually
Well,
addressable?
we've done a little bit of, we've asked users who've used it, and we focused on WEG, so we felt that rides would give us a good honest opinion of how our facilities work. And what we found from feedback is that if the facility is empty, there is definitely an issue with echoing. If it's full, then the sound system works pretty well. And it seems that another big problem is with the microphones. A couple of our microphones are pretty good, and a couple of them are not so good.
Okay.
And the ones that are not so good, if you keep them close to your face, then it seriously affects it. So what we're thinking is we'll probably just need some acoustic paneling in there to deal with sound dampening when the facility's empty, for those instances or when there's not curtains around to dampen the sound. And that's primarily what the issue is.
Although I would say that it was fairly full for that woodlot bylaw meeting, and people were very frustrated. Contrast to the Kemlaki Hall too. So hopefully those panels will be helpful.
Yeah, that's what
I
would help.
agree. Is there money in here for those this
No,
year
there's
as
not
soon as
money in
possible?
there, yeah.
I do think that, I hope council will support that too, for us to make some investment funds. I think that to me, that's a higher priority, because the communication of information and that, we want to encourage more and more events in that room, and if people get discouraged, like, don't pick the Thomas Hall because you can't hear when someone's speaking, that will discourage any use and the generation of funds that we
Yeah,
desperately need.
exactly, and it's just, again, one of those projects that we considered when we were doing the budget, and we were already at a pretty high expenditure on the rec facility side of things, and we just felt it would have to push it out to a future year.
To me, I think that something like that would need to be done before a pavilion or before whatever. It's an essential thing for income for us,
So
and we
you're,
know how we need money there.
so we're talking $5,000 to upgrade the
No,
microphones?
Well, no, microphones
Microphones is.
sound handling. Again, we don't have a definite cost estimate, but I'd like to be safe to say we're between 10 and 15,000.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that we do need to include that.
No, for us?
We do.
It's an acoustic engineering problem is what it is.
Yeah, it needs to
And I
be,
mean,
there needs to be
I
an
think
analysis of it.
Centennial Hall in London, built in 1967, they're still complaining, and you go to the concert there,
Yeah.
you can hear, but it sucks sometimes. And I think,
I
do
know
it
that-
right, I think what this Deputy's saying is correct. Do it right, and
All right.
it just, acoustic panels in the correct locations, and the system we've probably got is probably quite adequate to actually hear, is the sound problem of bouncing and stuff. That's acoustic engineers.
Microphones, new microphones.
Going back for it, point.
The people that do the jamboree over there have concerns with the sound, and they bring their own amplifiers in and do it. There needs to be a way to, so we're asking that there be a review by a sound technician on it, or put $10,000 or $15,000.
Acoustic.
Well, there's companies in London that have
Sound
acoustic panels you can hang from the ceiling and do it too, because
Sometimes
Be
it
obvious
is.
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
issues are.
you gotta try it.
I think you can spend a lot of money on bringing an acoustic engineer in to look at it, where we could probably just put out some sort of request for proposal from some of these companies who actually do the deal, who actually do supply, and they'll have enough expertise to do it.
So if we put $15,000 in the budget to do that, we'll get a proposal for $14,900.
Let's say 10 then?
Well, yeah, you will, right?